Hello and welcome. I hope you're safe and well. In today's exciting episode, we look at my August sewing plans. Actually, they're pretty ambitious, so I'd say August/September sewing plans and the sewing challenges for August 2024. So let's do this.
It's perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Perfect jacket.
I have literally dozens of jackets I want to make before the end of the year. So, I'm trying to whittle it down at the moment, but unfortunately I'm going to make you look at all the glorious fabrics. So jackets, summer jackets, and of course the dreaded mock-ups, as well as some simple dresses and some fabulous layer cake dresses as well. This one's going to be a jacket. But first, let's look at the sewing challenges for August 2024. Now, this is from Stash Hub. I'm not sponsored or anything, but I am reading off their website, so their blog. So I feel like I should really, cite them. And there's a link below in the description box to this blog post. If it sounds good, you make something, take a photo and post it on Instagram and tag the person running the challenge, and that's how you enter. Last one is just running all year, and it's the whole 30 yards challenge. And yeah, so you just do 30 yards or meters depending where you are in the world. And the idea is that you use it, and if you buy new fabric, then you have to start at zero again. But the aim is to use up 30 yards of your fabric without purchasing anything new. And yes, I've got way too much in my fabric stash at the moment, so I'm definitely doing this one. Next up, we have one called Suns Out, Guns Out Summer Dresses. So you basically either sleeveless or really short sleeve dresses for summer, and you make one and then you just tag the people and you can win a prize. There's no condition on, there's two other ones coming up where you have to use certain brands, but this one you can use any pattern. The next sewing challenge is called Summer of Scraps, and hashtag sew Scrappy, and you're just supposed to use up all your scraps and make a dress. Now, last month in July, I did make a layer cake dress out of all these gorgeous blue aqua fabrics, and it is spectacular. Well, I made the skirt part of the layer cake dress, and I do have a solid bit of fabric, but I've decided I'm going to make a patchwork bodice for this. So yeah, I'm going to do that, and I will finally finish that dress. Or you could just buy some fat quarters if you don't have any scraps and make a dress out of them. That would be really pretty. And then the next one, most of the viewers of this channel are from the US, but in the UK you can't actually, they have a different dress sizing system, so you can't buy American sewing patterns in the UK. So this is just for people in the UK who buy them from other sources. If you're looking for easy summer patterns, this one, McCall's one, is absolutely adorable, but I also love the Butter Egg 6677. It's a great pattern. I've made it like a billion times. This top, I sort of cut it off at the waist and add a pleated skirt to it, the keyhole dresses that I have. And if you want a puffy sleeve, this New Look pattern has the best puffy sleeves. They're completely adorable. Or just go to simplicity.com and you can see them all and then go buy them from wherever. If you're outside America, then just like eBay, I think lots of people resell them on that. This green layer cake dress was made using the McCall's bodice, and then the rest is just pleated down, long strips of fabric all pleated down, so there's no pattern for the skirt, just the bodice. And I love it so much. Next we have a sewing challenge called Stitching Adventures, and you hand make something, and then you wear it like on a picnic or out hiking, and you just film yourself and like basically post a selfie and tag the people in it, and you might win a prize. Okay, there's two more. One is called Sew Up Summer, and you're supposed to make a dress using an indie designer pattern. So not one of the big ones from America, one of the like Canadian ones or the UK ones. and you make the dress and you tag the people running the competition. And you can also check out a YouTube video from the person who's running it, and she gives you loads of ideas. And then lastly, we have Anne-Marie. I did this one last year. Well, I never actually post pictures of myself, but I did make the jacket. I bought the Berta 6123 pattern, and I ended up making this rainbow tweed up with loads of sequins, but I also made a cotton version, and I used it like it was a patchwork one with all different fabrics. On one side, it's all sort of nighttime, it's like Las Vegas at night, and the other side is all foresty colors like greens and things like that. And it was so much fun to make. A lot of work, but so much fun to make. And this one here, oh my gosh, it's gorgeous. And I really love that Berta 126 123 pattern as well. I'm going to make another one. Maybe that can be my August pattern, and every year I can make another version of it. It's very cool. I also did that orange and navy blue tweed jacket, which I covered in orange and navy blue beads as well. And that's from the same pattern as well. But yeah, you should check out Anne-Marie's workshop. That's her channel name. And she's just a lovely lady. She's American, and she used to be a librarian, but now that she's retired, she lives near the equator on, oh gosh, I can't remember which island. But yeah, and she does all these sewing videos, and she's great. And there are a couple of other ones, but they're the same as last month. So yeah, you check out the blog post though. It's really interesting. I was going to take you through my August sewing plans, but honestly, I think I should narrow them down a little bit, and then I'll sort of talk you through them. But I will show you, because like, look, I've just got acres and acres of jackets that I want to do and want to bead. So I'll just take you through the one that I'm beading at the moment. So this jacket here, I've had this tweed for ages, and I made it up into a jacket a few months ago, and I started beading it, and I didn't really like it. It just, I don't know, I had this really specific idea of what I wanted. Like, I kind of wanted it to be like a prickly pear, and then I decided, and then that beading didn't work out, so I tried something else, but I didn't like it, so I took it off. And now I have these teeny tiny strawberries. They're like, when you know in weddings how they scatter confetti or bits of sequin on the tables to decorate it. Well, they had little strawberry ones in a sort of sagey olive green, and I bought some of those, and I've got some clear beads, and they're tiny, tiny. And yeah, so I'm just covering it in that. And yeah, so the idea of the jacket was to sort of make it look like a cactus. It was originally a prickly pear cactus, but these ones sort of make it look like a cactus, not a prickly pear, but a cactus anyway, because it's got these tiny little prickly bits on it. And yeah, so I sort of, I took this at night, and it's not the greatest shot, but I've got two different olive greens, and they're the threads that I'm using. And this is what it looks like. You can't really tell. I've just sort of done one shoulder as a test sort of sample section. And it's really subtle, but I don't know, I just like it. It's got this uniform beading all over it. It's the tiniest detail, and it's, I don't know, it's, you can still see the original tweed underneath, and I love the tweed, but it just makes it really unique and really special. And I don't know, I think it's an adorable detail, and I love these tiny little strawberries, and it's just fun to use them up. So that is what I'm working on at the moment. Well, I did get out the beading, so I suppose I can show you some of the beading choices I'm making at the moment. So these are the ones that I sort of divided them into a blue group, a green with black and white, and then a grey group. And oh, it's a whole thing. They've all got different beading on them. This is the jacket that I made last month in July, and I said I really liked the berry coloured dinosaur on it, and I've got these berry coloured beads, so with gold on them. So I was thinking about that, but I think I'm going to go back to my original plan of using these bluey teal coloured large sequins that I've sort of folded in half. I'm going to bead them on, and then I'm going to put some normal beads in between them. And I've also got these dinosaurs, the bits of jewellery, And I got 5 of the gold ones and 5 of the dark silvery ash coloured charcoal coloured ones, and I'm going to sort of just hang them around the neckline. And yeah, so the beading is going to be like collar and cuff. I do like the berry beads, but I think I'll use them on something else. And this one is going to be the pineapple one, so it's black and white, but yeah, I don't know. I've got another, it's sort of more black and grey than I wanted. I wanted a really black and white tweed to go on them. So I might get out my New York black and white one and do this. And I'm trying to it's going to have the big green sequins around the neck, sort of like if you've seen the green Gucci jacket, sort of a reverse pineapple. So instead of the bit at the top being green, that's green, and then yeah, instead of the pineapple bit, the body of it being gold like a pineapple, the jacket's gold. So I'm going to do with this one, like it's going to be black and white, and then the crown bit is going to be green because on a pineapple it is green, and then I'm going to do like pineapple coloured beading on the rest of it. I do have little pineapple shaped sequins, but I decided I don't really like that. And then I was like, you know how pineapples kind of have a square on them? So I was thinking maybe do a bead in each square sort of thing, or I'm not sure. But I've got a range of different yellow beads, so I'll figure it out eventually. And then the other beading I was looking at was the pink and white one. I definitely want to make this one up. And I was thinking of doing flowers in each of the checks, but I don't know, maybe I'll do some sequins in different reds and pinks instead. I'm not sure. I'm very indecisive at the moment. I do know that I want to use up these flowers on that floral fabric that you just saw in the green fabric haul. So maybe I'll make up this jacket into this fabric into a Chanel style jacket and bead that. And while I'm doing that, I can decide everything else. Anyway, that is it for this scattered video about sewing challenges and sewing plans. I hope your plans are more concrete than mine, or that you're actually getting things done, because yeah, I am getting things done, but I just feel like I'm not. Anyway, thanks very much for watching, and happy sewing.